Hey everybody. Oh, there we are already. Awesome. Okay. So we're getting set up here. Looks like we're already kind of looking a little glitchy. There we go. We're clearing that. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Good evening, guys.
All right. Hey, there's Bro Farms. What's up? Okay, so Bro Farms, formerly known as Crepe Myrtle Homestead.
Okay.
They have rebranded, so very excited. I like.
Yeah, I recognize the crepe myrtle.
Yeah. Hey, Valerie. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Leah put on Instagram their new logo, their new channel name. Hey, Rena. And what?
Refresh this.
Okay. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Andrea. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Man, it feels like yesterday that we did a live show. This week has flown by.
I don't know. I've had a full day today.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know either.
You're live.
Okay. Hey.
We should be back.
Okay. So let me close out of this old one here.
Can I turn this around?
Sure.
How do I flip it?
I don't know if you can once you.
Oh yeah, I flipped it.
Yeah.
I'm on this side now. I'm gonna turn this around.
Okay.
How are we doing here?
Hey. Yeah. Keep it going. There we go. That's good.
Is that good?
That's good. I think. I might have to adjust it a little. Okay. Look at my purse.
Is that better? Yeah, we just want to try to. We had always technical difficulties at our house.
Yeah. And can
All
you
right, let's see if we're live now.
I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm still showing the other one.
It is the other one. It said resume.
Oh. Okay then.
Yeah, I didn't have to reset it.
Okay.
We should be going now. Same show.
Okay, good. Well, how's everybody doing? Oh, look, an ad on our own. Okay.
Are we buffering now, or does it look okay?
Andrea said, "Behold, the power of prayer." Amen. All right. Hey, Chaos and Grace.
Welcome to Freedom Homestead. Thanks for your patience in getting this started. Let me tell you, we have had a day. I've had a day. I feel like this is the first time I've sat down today.
Mm-hmm. You've been working hard today.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
And you kind of had a moment of like one bad thing after the next.
Yeah,
happened.
Yeah. I had a domino effect of, well, this went wrong. A few minutes later, well, now this went wrong.
Yeah.
Well, and then I'll tell them something I did that was good. Actually, something I enjoyed today. So let me tell you, had to do a lot of yard work today. I was mowing the yard. I was probably 3/4 of the way through mowing the yard, and I noticed the front tire on the mower was off the rim. Not only flat, it was broken off the rim. So I pull it in the garage to look at it, and there's a big screw sticking out of the tire from when we had our metal garage put up. And I was afraid of that.
Yeah.
I'm really afraid that we're going to pick one up in a car tire. But anyway, so I was able to get the tire back on the rim and aired up, pulled the screw out, got it plugged, and it seemed to work. And then realized it didn't seal around the rim, so it's still leaking. So I think I know how to fix that. But anyway, so I'm like, I'm putting the mower up. Let's get the weed eater out. So I start weed eating. And 10 minutes later, I come in and my eye was all puffed up and it was red. I was wearing glasses, but something shot up under it and got into my eye. And
it looks better now. It's still red and irritated, but it looks a whole lot better than it did.
Yeah, it was
It looked really bad for a
It
minute.
stung. It burned for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, and can't remember what happened after that.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
I think you were done after that.
So I finally put that up. But
I hate those days though, where it's just like, it's just like the devil is just trying to make you cuss.
But I did do something kind of fun. My daughter went with me to town, and I know most of you are familiar with the outdoor shops like Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's. Remember Gander Mountain? They went out of business a while back. They were bought out by Camping World. Well, they opened up their new Camping World, Gander Outdoor World store. Probably 20 to 30 minutes from our house. So we went to check it out, and actually, I liked it. It was, I'll just say this, Gander Mountain was overpriced. It was very expensive, especially their firearms was always $100 more expensive than any other shop around here. Mm-hmm. This store, it's not like that. The prices are very similar, very competitive with the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's and everything. So it was neat. They had a lot of stuff in there. It was huge. And so that may be a place I might go window shop pretty often. I say window shop because right now we can't get anything.
Can't shop.
Anyway.
But we can window shop until we can shop.
We enjoyed it, and I was able to get me a wish list going. Even our daughter, she found a few things that she really liked that she can buy now because she has a job.
She has a job.
Let's tell them about that.
Yes. Well, first of all, I have to apologize to y'all because I have like 4 or 5 videos in my phone that need to go up so you guys can get caught up on the happenings here at the homestead.
We're going to catch up with these comments.
So yeah, Emily interviewed for a job and she got it. Mm-hmm. And she's worked a couple of days. She had a meeting today, a staff meeting. And she really likes it. And the cool thing about it is, we're an interest-led homeschool. And I was asking her, what are you really interested in right now? Like, what is something that you really want to work on this year? And she said that she really wanted to do more baking because she thinks that she might want to open her own cafe one day. Well, wouldn't you know, she's got a job at a cafe.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot of baking going on.
Yeah.
So I thought, man, if this isn't perfect, I don't know what is. I mean, it's one of the beauties of interest-led homeschooling is, the ability to throw them in real life, environments and situations where they will actually learn skills that they can apply, and whatever they want to do next. I don't know. I love how everything worked out. So. But anyway.
Somebody says they want to send us something but doesn't know where to send it. Since we moved, we got rid of our P.O. box, and we have not currently got a new one.
Yes, we need to do that though.
Yeah, we talked about that several weeks ago about doing it, and we agreed we're going to do it, and then we forgot about it.
I'm telling you what, it's just, if hopefully it's not a time sensitive gift, and thank you so much. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
But if you give us some time and let us get paid again, and then maybe we can set up a P.O. box.
Give us a couple of weeks, and if that's okay with you,
it has to be. Because
if we miss our window of opportunity, but yeah, just. We're gonna do it.
We will.
We're gonna set up a new one.
Yes.
Just be patient with us. We will let everyone know, and we'll put it in our description box. Hopefully, when we get that all set up.
Yes. Green Gable said, my daughter started her cake baking decorating business when she was a senior in high school, and she was also homeschooled. That is so cool. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, and what I love too is, you know, I think one thing that a lot of homeschoolers face is stereotypes. Mm-hmm. And Emily said that one of the girls that she works with was homeschooled for a very short time, but wanted to go back to public school. So her parents sent her to public school. I think she did it for like 1 year. Yeah, and she asked Emily, she's like, you know, it really stinks not having any friends, implying that Emily must not have any friends because she's homeschooled. And Emily's like, what are you talking about? I got a ton of friends. She's like, really? Like, where do you meet these people? And they're like, at church and friends that I've met other places. She plays softball. Softball, yeah. It's just
so I don't know. Funny. You know, some of you out there may homeschool. Some of you may not like that idea. I don't know. But homeschooling, it's not like it was 20, 30 years ago.
We don't know that,
well, the stereotype of they're secluded, they don't get any interaction with the public and friends, and they don't have opportunities. And really, things have changed, you know, since then.
Well, as far as we know, we didn't homeschool that long ago. I mean, it may have been that way this whole time, and we didn't know because we didn't know any homeschoolers.
Well, it has changed over the years. I've talked to enough people to know that it has changed over the years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, there are, I don't know. It's just I like breaking the stereotypes.
Yeah.
I'm a rebel in that way. Y'all know this about me. And I'll tell you something else too. Jack shared on his personal Facebook page. It was a high school kid in a debate with his teacher about, what was it about? It
didn't seem like a debate. It seemed like the teacher was really trying to push her views. It wasn't a class. They weren't really learning a subject. It was just the teacher was trying to tell all the kids. She had personal views on certain things about, you know, America was built on white supremacy and taking advantage of everybody else and everything. And he was just like, you know, he was actually coming up with some figures and facts, and then they were talking about how, you know, everybody that shoots somebody else is a terrorist. And he said, well, that's not true, because the definition of terrorism, the definition means it's somebody does that for a political motive.
Political aim.
And she said, no, you're wrong. And so another student hands him the phone, and they had looked it up on the dictionary. And so he read the definition, which said exactly what he just said. And she was still telling him, no, you're wrong. You don't know your stuff. And he said, well, the dictionary says it. And she says, well, I know better. And I hate it when...
He said, you're smarter than the dictionary? And she said, yes, I am.
Yeah. Well, there are some wonderful, amazing teachers. We are friends with many teachers. We have some teachers that we go to church with. Those are some of the best people I know, are school teachers.
Right.
But when they use that position of authority to tell the students, this is how you have to think, it's not teaching them a subject. It has nothing to do with education. It's just
it's programming.
They're abusing their authority to push an agenda on a generation coming up, and that drives me insane. Yeah. But anyway.
Well, my point was, after I watched that, I spent the next hour watching NRA women. If you are a lady and you are interested in firearms as sport, as protection, or if you just want to learn more about gun rights, I highly recommend watching NRA women on YouTube. There are some episodes that are as short as 2 minutes. There are some as long as 20 minutes, but a lot of really great information, and both legal, political, social, just a lot of really great information. So yeah, after I watched that, I was like, oh. And so yeah, and then I watched that. But yeah, that's my spirit. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but
our live show tonight quickly turned very controversial.
Of course.
But
that's how
you
we
know,
roll.
most of you that follow us, most of you that enjoy our videos are probably very like-minded. If you're not, we're not trying to offend you. We're just trying to tell you, you know, this is how our family does things, and this is how.
Yeah.
This is what we believe. This is our opinion.
Yes, and Leah at Bro Farm said that her family also quizzes. Oh, and Chaos and Grace said that somebody quizzed her 7-year-old. Did you say on geography at the park?
Oh, there we go.
And
to
me, I mean, it's like, do you do that to a public school kid? You know?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Most people don't. And quite honestly, you get on social media and you see some of the stuff that public school kids post and how bad their grammar and their spelling is, and I'm like, and then your parent wants to quiz my kid on their spelling and grammar. No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I know what you're saying. There's some. We're not going to say who, but one of y'all have the same name as a lady we go to church with, who happens to be a language arts teacher.
Yes.
It's talking about grammar.
Yeah, same name and talking about grammar.
Oh man. Let's see. Marielle said, I think it's amazing that you guys put so much love to your children and do everything to give them the best start. And most of all, teaching them real life things. That is so important to know. Well, thank you for saying that. We
got a creeper.
We do. We're like everybody else, where we're hoping we're doing the right thing, and we guess it'll all come out when they're adults.
Why is there a giant glare on my forehead?
I don't know. But thank you for saying that. That was very sweet. Bro said, hey, Mr. P, what's up?
Yeah. Tell him hi, buddy.
Hello, everybody.
I Wear Apron said,
Hello,
homeschooled
everybody.
all 3 of my children. They are 36, 33, and 30. They did very well with homeschooling. I have 2 that are surgical nurses and 1 that is a manager at a car dealership. That is great.
Good for
That is
them.
so awesome. Devil Angel, we are not from Texas, and we love Texas too, but we are not from there. And really, I've never even been there, but
Texas?
I like the idea of Texas. I know some really great people in Texas.
I've been to Texas.
You have been to Texas.
Yeah, I went there when the hurricane destroyed it, and we were sent there for recovery efforts through a job I've got. But that's about the only time I've been to Texas.
Oh.
It was tore up when we went.
Yeah. Jackie B said, I've been homeschooling for 4 full years. I planned and set up to start this morning, and my youngest woke up in the wee hours this morning sick. The beauty of homeschooling is we can start tomorrow. Yep, I agree. Rena is from Texas. Yay!
Maybe all this homeschooling and guns, just people assumed, hey, Texas.
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, we are going to get started a little bit later this year with our new homeschool year. We'll probably start up in September, and we're going to try something different, which I'm probably going to make a video on it. But if you guys watch One Mom, 2 Boys, 2 Girls, 8 in all, in one of her videos, she homeschools her 2 youngest children. In one of her videos, she was talking about doing a 4x4 block schedule. And it really interested me, and so I talked to her, and she explained to me like how that works. And she's actually also a public school teacher, so that's the kind of schedule that they use in her
Somebody
school.
says, what is your
And-
children's dreams in what they would like to work when the time comes? Well, our son back here really studies herpetology like crazy, which is kind of a neat science to study. You're really into that. He's really into that. He's really into studying animals and their biology and different species and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
but like
he has kind of a science background, I think.
Yeah, I really like animals, but I think I'm just probably gonna keep it as a hobby or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
And if that don't work, I think he's going to become a ninja.
No.
But he likes ninja school.
WWE wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing because I'm being serious. I've asked the boy what his
Yeah.
dream is. Anyway, you cut me off. So,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
But yeah, so a 4x4 block schedule where you do 4 months of 4 focused subjects, and then after the 4 months, you move on to the next set of 4 focused subjects. And I love that idea. I think it would just make things more simple, and then they would have more time to focus on the things that they are interested in, which is what I'm all about anyway. Ooh. Jennifer at Chaos and Grace said, "You can do both, Parker. You can be a wrestling biologist." Like his wrestling name could be Dr. P, Dr. Parker.
No, you don't want to be Dr. P.
Yeah. Well, that sounds too much like Dr. Pepper anyway. Let's see.
Favorite soda though.
Okay, I'm going to butcher your name. Is it Denka? Because I'm guessing the Z is
Where's this?
Right here. I'm guessing the Z is silent. Said public schools are just for babysitting. I have to teach my child after she comes home from school. That was, yeah. Well, I can say that for another day. I had a lot of frustrations when my kids were in public school. I mean, there were we had some really great things happen. There was one, our kids had gone to 2 different county public schools when they were in public school. The first one they were in, we really enjoyed. The teachers were phenomenal. The kids loved it. They learned so much. And then they moved to another one where we had more frustrations than we had good things to say. And, but yeah, I mean, that is definitely one of the things that you notice is you spend more time programming and deprogramming your children.
It looks like we've got a lot of people watching us from Texas.
Cool. Are you trying to change the subject?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to cut you off. It's just
Okay.
I'm reading all these comments.
Okay. Let's see. Carol said, "I'm homeschooling my preschool age son this year, and I'm so nervous, hoping I can give him everything he needs learning wise." Here, one thing that someone told me. She's a veteran homeschooler, and I had mentioned the same thing. Like, I was nervous, can I actually teach them? Like, things that I'm not good at or things that I don't remember. And she said, "Honey, you've been teaching them their whole life, even if you don't realize it."
Yeah.
So you will do fine. You will do fine. And I would say the best thing that you can do for a preschool age child is read to them, read to them, read to them. Because they learn more just by listening to you read them stories than... What is that?
Exactly.
I do try to read to y'all. Sometimes they're into what I'm reading.
You can read now.
And sometimes they're not. But yeah.
And also,
just good books.
Probably the most true words of advice just about homeschooling was the first year will be the hardest because you're getting it set up. You're trying to figure it out. You go through everything that doesn't work, but the next year it's a little bit better. It's a little bit easier. You kind of know what didn't work last year. You make adjustments, and so yeah, that first year, you know, that you just got to get through that first year.
Well, and this is something too. I think you and I had talked about that because a lot of people will say, well, we're just going to give it a year and see how it goes. But really, I don't think a year is enough time to say, because every single year you're adjusting and you're learning something new. And, you know, you can't feel like a failure after the first year because you're still adjusting. You're not going to get it all in the first year.
Blue Ridge Pepper
For us,
here.
for me anyway, whenever we're starting up the second year, it was the most exciting. Because the first year was kind of like, don't know what to expect. But then the second year was really exciting. Third year, exciting. And
then by the fourth year, you were kind of done with it. No.
it just like, first it starts off like, wonder how it's going to be, then really exciting, then you start to get used to it.
Yeah. I think I was excited the first year just because, well, first of all, I got to be home with my kids finally. But also, I was the kid, I played school in my room all the time. Like, I got in trouble for writing on my walls because I was pretending it was my chalkboard, and I would make my brothers, they had to be my students. They had no choice because I was the oldest and I could make them do whatever I wanted them to. And I would, I would force them to read and write and math and everything.
There's people agreeing with you that the for a few years, it takes more than one. It takes a few years.
Yeah. But anyway, so my point was, I always played school when I was little, but now I was actually getting to do it with my kids, and it was so much fun. Let's see. I would love to homeschool, but I honestly don't even know where to start. And if I could handle it, I'm not the most patient person. I consider myself a patient person, and I still run out of patience. But again, it's just, you don't know until you try. And you love your children. You love your children more than any teacher could. They don't know your kids, and they're just trying to get through the day and do their job.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that teachers don't love their students. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Probably the biggest.
But I'm saying you're their mother, and you're going to love them more than anybody else on the planet.
Probably the biggest thing in my mind about it was that I had to homeschool the same way school is set up in public school. And that's probably the worst way you could do it.
Yeah.
You don't want to set up homeschool as, every hour a block of subjects and you got to do this and then you break for lunch. It doesn't have to be that way. That's just making it more stressful on you.
That's public school at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is more stressful. It's your home. So enjoy being at home with your kids.
When you get out of that mindset that I don't have to do homeschool the way school is set up, what I'm used to school.
And I will say, our first year, we did do that.
We did.
Because we were both public schoolers.
It was much better to change it.
Yeah, we were both public schoolers, and so that was what we knew. But then, again, me being a rebel, I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to do public school at home. I want to be a homeschooler, and I still don't know what that means or what that looks like. But for us, again, for me, it's allowing my children the freedom to be interest-led. They still get their, core things. I mean, they have to know math. They have to know how to read. They have to know how to write. I want my children to be well-spoken and well-written. But yeah, I don't know, each homeschool looks different. So that's another thing, is you can't compare yourself. You can learn from each other, but don't think, well, just because this family's using this curriculum and they do all these field trips and everything, I must not be doing it right. Well, no, that's not true. Your homeschool is as different as your family is.
It's good.
Yeah. All right, let's change the subject.
Okay.
I don't want this whole hour to be about homeschool. How's everybody else doing? What other questions do you have for us? Last Monday, we kind of ended our show doing a question answer session and a Q&A. Yeah, thank you, Parker. And so if you've got a good question for us, we'll entertain a few now. That was really fun last week.
Yeah.
But other than that, what else we got going on this week? Did you want to shout out a channel or anything?
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that.
We didn't do any YouTube channel shout outs this week. We usually try to do that every week.
We do.
Does it have to be?
Know.
Let's see. All right, Marielle said, so how is the gardening going or plans? So we've decided to wait, and if we get our raised beds built now, we're going to go ahead and get them filled up with topsoil and with manure, and then let it chill over the winter. But that's not to say that we're not gardening, because we do have one lonely volunteer tomato plant that has popped up by our garage, and we have 3 tomatoes on it right now.
We got more than that now.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, there's more out there. It's actually doing really well.
It looks really good. It's nice and green, and there's no blight. It's just.
But yeah, we got in so late in the game this summer with moving We are going to build some raised beds. We've got the plans on where we're going to set them up. We have a farmer, actually a neighbor, that dug out a pond, and he's got a huge pile of topsoil that we're going to use. He said he would give it to us. What is he doing?
I don't know.
So anyway, we're going to fill it up. We've got some compost. We already kind of know what we're going to put in it, and just have them ready, good to go. Start off early next spring. So we've got the plans.
Yes, I'm excited. Jack's mom and dad brought us a bunch of tomatoes.
Mhm.
Not enough to can or anything, but
No,
probably more than we can eat before
No.
they go bad.
we'll eat them.
And a couple of squash and cucumbers. So, and that's been really nice since we haven't had our garden. We've had a lot of people give us some stuff, so that's nice.
Make sure you cover the new beds with a tarp or something.
Yes.
Thank you.
So
We've
do y'all
got
have
tarps.
any other questions? I don't know. We were having a really good conversation about homeschool.
I know, but talk about patience. I'm a very impatient person. I was just like,
Okay.
I feel like we were just beating it to death there for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Kayla. Will you raise meat rabbits at some point? We raise them and love the poop for our garden. My garden has never been better, especially since it can go straight on the garden without being seasoned.
We don't have plans to raise meat rabbits. Not to say we won't one day.
Well, we had talked about it for Parker,
Well, we did. Yeah.
but we haven't revisited that conversation
No.
in quite a while.
Yeah.
I
won't say we won't, because as we set up our new homestead here at our new place over the next couple of years, I think we're going to be open to what can we do and how much can we do. So I won't say we won't, but that's a possibility. When we go to the homesteading conference, we see demonstrations of meat rabbits. We get to hear a lot of speakers talk about it, and it sounds pretty cool. So yeah, never know.
Yep.
Yeah. For our upcoming garden, I want my own fruit section.
What is
In a
this?
garden?
Down our
Yeah,
rabbits.
like have
I
a
can't read these.
strawberry bush
This-
and like grape.
Either my eye is still irritated or the light is glaring terribly off this screen. I still can't read half these comments.
Yeah.
I go get my eyes checked.
Let's see. White Pine said, I'm sorting through grapes, so busy with harvesting. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. We actually, at our other house, when we first moved there, my birthday was like a month later. And so that birthday, my parents sent us the beginnings of an orchard, which included apple trees, pear trees, a grapevine, fig tree, and then a few berry bushes. And the only things that survived were the 2 apple trees and a pear tree.
We planted the bushes.
Yes,
Mhm.
but they got dead. Oh, yummy.
Blue Ridge Pepper said keto
Prepper.
or
Oh,
Keto.
keto. I'll tell you about keto here in a second. But yes, we do plan on doing a strawberry patch.
We do.
We just got to figure out where we're going to put it.
Yeah.
I love strawberries.
We went when we were in Michigan, and we saw
Oh man.
we saw
Luke's
M.I.
place.
Gardner's raised bed full of strawberries. They looked good.
And it's so cool going out there and picking fruit
Yeah,
out of your yard and
picking
eating
it right there, eating it right there.
And at
The flavors just explode. I mean, it's nothing, not even comparable to a store-bought strawberry.
Yeah.
When you just go out in the field, pick your own. It's the same way with peaches. It's the same thing, with all kinds of fruit, stuff like that. It's just so much better, especially if you raise it yourself.
Yes. Well, and what's cool is like whether or not you put anything on it. So like at Luke's place, he doesn't put anything on his fruits and his veggies and stuff. So you could literally go out there, pick it, and eat it right there in the yard and not have to worry about rinsing it or anything.
Like, whenever we were at his house, I'm not saying this just because, like, not over dramatic, but they were the best strawberries I've ever had.
This kid loves strawberries.
Well, like...
He's like me when I was that age. My parents had a big strawberry field, and they would catch me out there in the middle of it just sitting there, just picking on them.
Like, they were so... When you, like, instead of a, grocery brought where they're pretty solid, you bite into them, and you're like, yeah, they're strawberry. Whenever you bit it, it, like, squeezed and burst into flavor.
Very juicy.
It was real good.
Yeah.
Elderberries, I haven't thought about doing elderberries. I really don't know. I don't know a whole lot about elderberries. I mean, I know what they're good for, but as far as growing them, and I really don't know where I would put them. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Let's see. Oh man, Wildcat Sam 77. I just made fresh BLTs with our garden veggies. Plan to make a cucumber tomato salad. That sounds really delicious. Okay, keto. I love keto.
Real quick.
And I have learned more how much I love keto because I stopped doing keto a couple of days ago because I'm trying to make our grocery stretch. We didn't make it to Aldi on my regular grocery shopping day. So I was trying to make what we had stretch. So I stopped doing keto. And y'all, I could tell a big difference. In the first day, my mental clarity fogged back up. My energy level went way down. I napped. I didn't tell the mister this because he was at work. I napped all day Saturday. I had no energy. And then I realized how much energy I had, but I'd kept myself so busy that it never occurred to me, oh wow, you have so much energy now. But since I stopped doing, and it's just for a short time because I'm getting back on it because now I realize how much better I feel. So I miss it. And I think I've got the mister talked into doing it with me.
No, I'm willing to try anything. Well, I won't say that. Let me strike that from the record. I'm definitely willing to try this diet.
Yeah.
Because I've got to do something. I've been trying to cut back on my soft drinks. I'm just drinking ice water right now. I've been trying to cut back on how much sugar that I drink in soft drinks, in sweet tea and stuff like that. So I'm willing to try, and I really have been cutting on eating a big supper late at night and then going to bed. I've been trying to just eat a little bit, even if it meant going to bed a little bit hungry. I've been having really light lunches lately, and I'm not losing anything.
No, and that's why I'm so excited about you to try keto. But
we'll see.
One thing I do know that I will need to do for him is meal prep, which is not something that I've done for myself, but I know for him since he has to take lunches to work, and if he doesn't have anything that's quick and easy to grab, he's going to grab something from a can or make a quick sandwich. So I would have to prepare things ahead of time.
I have to have, well, I don't have to, but I guess I'm on the go so much, I really need something that's convenient.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and there's not, working in the national park where he's at, there's not a reasonable place to get a healthy, quick meal. It's all overpriced or it's junk. So meal prepping is definitely going to be something that I'm gonna do for him. But I think he would respond really well with it. Once he gets past the that hill that you kind of have to go over when you're cutting carbs and sugar out. But
well, there's a point for any diet where you have to suffer through a few days.
Yes, white pines, exactly. All the keto-friendly meals that I have made that he's had, he's really liked. Like the egg roll in a bowl, the lazy lasagna,
But see, I think I can gain weight on that stuff.
No. Well, of course, I'm doing the lazy keto version, and I'm still learning a lot about it. I mean, I've said from the beginning, I don't know a whole lot. You know, when I started, the only thing I know is stay under 20 grams of carbs, cut out the white stuff, pretty much meat and water, and that's it. But I'm still learning a lot. And
they said for you to share your meal prep, because that's a struggle with their husband also. Sure.
Right now, I have been binge watching Keto Connect. They have a pretty big following. I think they're like 300-something thousand subscribers. They have a lot of meal prep videos, and it's like inexpensive meals, like roasted chicken legs, which you can normally get for like 99 cents a pound. And they just, they cook a bunch of them at once, and then they pair it with a green vegetable, and some cheese. And that sounds good. I mean, that's something I would make for supper anyway. So, but I think like with anything, you just want to make sure that you have a lot of foods that are on plan available, so you stay on plan. Oh, you guys! Oh my goodness! Okay, I have to tell y'all this really quick. And I've already told y'all that I'm behind keto friendly, and I want to tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you anyway because there's 47 watching. Y'all, I found almond flour, Hodgen Mill almond flour for 65 cents. 11-ounce bags of that is a keto friendly flour that you can make a lot of.
What is it?
Bread type things. Oh, normally it's like $10 a bag.
And you got it for
65 cents.
So how many bags did you buy?
I bought all they had, which was 4. They only had 4 bags.
Oh, 4. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It was at my salvage store. Can you believe that? So that leads me to something else that, since you guys are like watching us live, I can tell y'all all the good stuff. I've decided to start to change my grocery shopping day, because I found out that my salvage store has a day, which is the day after I normally shop, that they mark everything down and restock. So Fridays, everything is marked down because they take Thursday to mark it down. Yeah.
No, I thought you went on Wednesday.
I go on Wednesdays. Thursdays they're closed.
Yes. And Friday they restock and mark everything down.
No, Thursday while they're closed, they come in and they mark everything down.
Okay.
So I got tons of good deals, and I'll try to get that video up for y'all tomorrow or tonight because I'm so excited. But yeah, I could not believe it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Hodgen Mill almond flour for 65 cents. I couldn't believe it.
Let me jump back to a couple of these questions we missed. Somebody asked about elderberry.
I love that.
If we were going to grow elderberry, or didn't we have an elderberry plant? That was one that didn't survive.
No, we didn't have an elderberry plant.
It was a blueberry.
Boysenberry.
Okay.
It was a boysenberry one.
And then somebody asked if we were going to do chickens.
Yes.
That's something we do plan on doing.
Absolutely.
That's one that we definitely will try. Sooner than later, probably.
Would we like 2 elderberry cuttings? Sure.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll take some cuttings.
What's elderberry?
Elderberries they're a wonderful. Actually, do you remember the episode of The Walking Dead?
No.
When what is Maggie's dad's name? Was it Hayward? No, what was his name? Anyway, the doctor and everybody in the prison had the virus that was going around that was making them cough, and anyway, he went out in the woods and he was picking elderberries to make cough syrup. So elderberries are a wonderful medicinal plant.
Well, I know they are.
And I think you can make jelly. Am I right? You can make elderberry jelly with them. Herschel, thank you. I knew it started with an H. Okay. Let's see.
Hank. It was Hank.
I knew it started with an H.
Harold.
I couldn't remember. Oh my goodness.
Hoss.
Syrup, you can make syrup. We do not have a P.O. box yet. I will message you on Facebook.
Yeah. We will get one soon, but when we moved, we got rid of our old one. So we're going to get a new one. What's that?
I have no idea. That's really weird.
What else we got? It's the same name on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
What is the same name?
Her name.
Oh.
Is the same name on Facebook. Okay. Oh, Blue Ridge is doing meal prep right now. Very cool. Yeah, I know. If you guys are following Living with Hope, she's done some meal prep videos because John is doing keto with her now too. Kayla asked, what is a salvage store when it comes to food? I'm not sure if we have any here in upstate South Carolina. So a salvage store, also, you can call it a discount store, but what they do is they take overstock, damaged goods, things that are close to their best by date or past the best by date, and then they sell it. So some of the things that are, I don't know what's up with that. So some of the things are right at their best by date or past it. Some are like scratch and dent cans kind of stuff, but that's why you're able to get them for marked down really low. But if you educate yourself on what a best by date means, because that freaks a lot of people out. They're like, oh, well, I can't eat this because it's past the best by date. That just means that it's reached its prime and now it's on a gradual hill downward as far as food quality. It does not mean that it is bad. It does not mean it's rancid.
No, Tim's in the house.
Yay! What's up, Tim?
Hey, Tim. Sorry, I keep interrupting her.
That's sorry. Okay. I love you anyway.
I love you too.
Let's see. But yeah, so that's what a salvage store is. And that's what they call them here. But like Amanda at the Fundamental Home, they could call it a discount grocery, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Bless you. Let's see.
So what happens when you mow your yard and you have allergies,
Bless
really bad
you,
grass allergies? I did wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wearing a mask, just the white paper filter mask when I mow the yard. But it is still just really pretty bad this summer. If I don't wear a mask, I can't hardly even breathe the next day.
So William says over here we call them food banks. Well, see, here a food bank is where you get free food.
Yeah,
it's not discounted, it's free.
Yeah, food bank is where they store up. Around here, it's where they store up a lot of food, and then if something happens and a family is in need, they can go there and get what they need.
Ashton Hatchett, is this channel for only white? I sure hope not.
What?
Is this channel for only white people, I'm guessing?
I don't understand that question.
No.
I don't really understand the question.
It's for anybody that, it's for anybody that loves freedom.
And, well, we have a lot of like-minded homesteaders that like to be very self-sufficient, live off the land, and save money. If you like saving money,
then this channel
you're
is
welcome
for you.
to share ideas. And
Yep. Let's see. Oh, and I like what Dapper Outlaw said about pickle bologna. Pickle bologna never had a best by date. Whatever date it is, that's the day to eat it. I don't know if I've ever had pickle bologna. I have. I've had pickle bologna. It's pickled eggs. I will not eat pickled eggs. To me, that doesn't sound good.
I'll try it.
You'll try it?
Yeah. I like eggs.
I like eggs too, but pickled eggs?
Sure. I'll try it. I like pickles.
I like pickled beets, pickled okra.
I don't like pickled beets.
Oh, you don't know what's good. I love pickled beets. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Linda. Glad Jack is okay with his eye. I know that hurt. By the way, it is a miracle, but our little chihuahua was found by a little girl. What? Your chihuahua was found? It took us 2 weeks to find him. We thought he was dead. All okay. Wow, that is awesome. Is that like pickle loaf? I think pickle loaf is something different. I think that's like
Yeah, pickle loaf is not bologna.
it's like all different. Is it kind of like souse?
No, it is like bologna, but it's different.
Yeah.
That's a terrible description. It's like it, but it's not.
Yeah. Okay. No,
It
just doesn't sound good. Oh, Bro Farm says they make awesome pickled eggs. Hi with Mike. I got some powdered water. Great prep stuff. All you have to do is add water. Wow. What will they think of next? Yeah. You should try pickled quail eggs.
That's like, I get a kick out of silly, stupid videos. And I saw the video, and it's been going viral where the, raccoons like to wash their food before they eat.
What?
Raccoons, they will wash their food before they eat it. They're very clean about that. But anyway, so they gave them little chunks of cotton candy. When they put it in the water, it disappeared. And they're looking in the water, looking for it. It's
Is
funny.
this real?
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
What? That's hilarious.
Check it out. So yeah, I love it when you mess with people that way. Why did I even think about that?
I don't know.
But we're talking about weird foods and.
Oh, because he was talking about powdered water.
Oh yeah, the powdered water.
That was pretty good, though.
Put cotton candy in water.
That's pretty funny.
See what comes out.
Let's see. William said strong egg pickles are the best. Just make sure you have a glass of water already. Oh man. Oh, Bro Farms has seen it. I've seen the video. That's
You've seen it, yeah.
I have not seen that, but I can imagine that is pretty funny. Oh my goodness. Pickled
What
loaf.
else?
That just does not even sound good.
I have canned air.
I have canned air.
That does exist. That's a real thing.
Well, you remember on Spaceballs when Mel Brooks, I can't remember what his character's name is, that they had canned air.
Well, a friend of mine, a friend of mine just went to Colorado to do some training on some astronomy training, a night sky program, and so they're at 10,000 feet for a week, and that's not here. Here we're like at 700 or 800 feet, and so they actually had in the grocery stores there where he was at, they actually had canned oxygen. You could buy a can of oxygen and to help you with your elevation, to acclimate. So there is such thing as canned air or canned oxygen.
Yeah.
For those purposes.
Yeah, you're right. Who was it that said? JTC Homestead, Danny from Deep South Homestead. Wasn't that their April Fool's? I think that was their April Fool's video where he did dehydrated water for prepping. He dehydrated water.
Darth helmet for president.
Pretty funny.
Raccoon.
Oh, thanks for looking for that, Tim. Appreciate it.
He found it and posted the link to the raccoon
awesome.
video. Thank you, Tim.
How you doing, Tim? Everything's still going good. I haven't messaged him to check on him, but hope your family's doing well too.
I say no to pickled feet, or pickled pig's feet.
I don't know. I think if I could eat a pickled egg, I could eat a pickled foot. Pretty sure.
That just sounds wrong.
But it's pig's feet, though. I mean, it's pork. It's basically bacon in another form.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I draw the line at pickled feet.
I don't know. But yeah, I know there's a lot of things that people pickle that are just
What else did he post the link for?
crazy.
Raccoon washing cotton
I don't
candy.
know. I
And
don't
then
know
he
what
posted
else to-
something else too.
Maybe that one is the dehydrated water video from Deep South Homestead, possibly. Good in collards. Ooh, we had collard greens yesterday for lunch.
Yes. My awesome wife fixed an amazing down home country meal yesterday. We had our
meal. The word is meal.
meal.
Yes.
We had our no. My parents come over, and so we had a nice meal, and we had pinto beans and cornbread and collard greens and what was the pasta?
Macaroni tomatoes.
Sliced tomatoes.
Blondies.
You made brownies.
Blondies.
Well, you got to tell them what blondies are.
Well, if you
That's
don't know
not
what
some-
like a
we're-
chocolate chip cookie.
We're buffering again.
Oh, that's great. How do I fix deer roast? I normally put it in the slow cooker while it's
I
still.
don't think you can fix deer roast. You have to send it to us, and we'll figure it out for you.
Don't listen to him. Put it in the slow cooker, and I usually put like just salt, pepper, garlic, my normal seasonings, and then if I have like either beef broth or beef bouillon, and if I don't have that, I'll even use chicken bouillon and put it in there, and then I just cook it slow for about 8 hours, and you really want to give it a good amount of time to cook because it's got to fall apart, and it takes deer a long time to fall apart.
I've really acquired a taste for venison, though.
Oh man, I love deer. I prefer it over beef now.
Yeah, I've gotten so used to it. I would prefer it over beef. I'm with you on that one.
Yeah. Well, especially like ground venison is so lean. And what I love about it is like, you know, with ground beef, when you cook it and all the fat cooks out of it, like then you have like this much ground beef left. But with ground deer, it's so lean that what you put in the pan is how much you have when it's done cooking. I love that. And plus the flavor is so good. Yes. Tim, I'm sure they wash the pig's feet before they pickle it.
He said that?
He said, and it walks around in what, Tangy? Let's see.
I don't care if they raised it on a concrete floor. I'm not eating pig's feet.
I'd try it. Let's see.
We're refreshing again.
Jennifer says, I've just used water and seasoning a little more if I don't have broth or bouillon or bacon fat. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All the yes. If there's any question, just put bacon fat in it, no matter what it is.
You should try elk, like venison, but such bad. You know, I've tried elk. I've actually had elk steak.
Mm-hmm.
And,
That is true.
you know, I've had it one time. And, of course, I wasn't the one who fixed it. But the person that fixed it, either they didn't season it. It just had no flavor. And it might have been because it was so lean, you know, there's no fat, so it doesn't have that marbleization flavor. But of course venison is lean like that too.
Ooh, Terry's had elk and bear.
But I like deer.
Yeah, well, I mean, now that I've eaten so much venison and I've acquired that gaminess flavor, like I don't taste the gaminess anymore personally. So I would like to branch out and try other wild game. Blue Ridge says, "Look, I know pickled beets are life. I love pickled beets."
I don't like pickled beets. Bear is. I've never had that. Never had a bear.
No, never had bear either. I've had rabbit and I've had squirrel.
Rabbit's good.
And deer. And I think that's probably the end of my wild game.
You ever had a bison burger?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so. Carol said, that's crazy. Whenever I've had it, it's always been amazing, but we butcher and prepare our own, so maybe that's why. Probably. Fried green tomatoes. Oh my goodness. Don't even get me started. I love me some
This
fried green
video
tomatoes.
quickly got to food.
Yeah. That's what brings people together.
Yeah.
It's like if anybody starts an argument, if you start fighting over politics or religion, and just pull out some bacon. Unless the person that you're talking with can't have bacon because of religious reasons, then don't pull that out because you'll just make it worse.
Unique, strange meat you've ever had.
Hmm.
What's the most unique, strange meat you've ever had? well, some of you that have probably traveled abroad to different countries, you probably have eaten some weird things.
Dapper Outlaw. That's terrible. That's a dog.
Huh?
Right there.
What?
Dog. How do you pronounce that? Is that Dotson? That's what I want.
Oh, a dachshund.
Whatever. Dotson. It's pretty gamey. That's funny. Let's see. Gator. Oh, I have had gator.
I've had rattlesnake.
Jennifer's had raccoon. Jackie's mom said when they were growing up, they had groundhog.
Yeah.
They would eat groundhog, and she said it was really good, just really greasy.
Really greasy.
Yeah.
That's what they keep telling me. It
Yeah.
was greasy.
Yeah. Let's see. That loves snails. I don't think I could eat a snail.
Some escargot.
Yeah. Now I've tried octopus. I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, squid.
Very chewy. I don't think I've ever had it cooked correctly. Frog legs are good. I have had frog legs.
Tim, I know you've had stuff more crazy than frog legs. But you know, I've never had frog legs.
Really?
I've never had frog legs. No.
Even off of a buffet?
Right. Yeah.
Huh. I love frog legs. Frog legs are delicious. Like an oyster. I don't like oysters either. I've tried them. Well, for one thing, to me, it has no flavor. It's just cold and slimy and bleh.
Yes.
And I don't do slime.
An octopus, yes, it's like a piece of rubber. It's like, I always said, it's like chewing on a rubber band.
Yeah. But my understanding is it's not, if it's cooked correctly, it's not supposed to be rubbery.
Well.
That's why I'm saying I don't like it, but I don't think I've ever had it cooked correctly either.
Yeah. That's kind of like that elk steak. I bet elk is very, very good. It just probably wasn't cooked.
Yes. Thank
right
you,
way.
Dapper Outlaw. Yes.
What?
Oysters are the loogies of the ocean. I could not agree more. That is funny.
It is real good.
Tim said, well, I ate it at a Chinese restaurant. Does that count? Yeah, I've had frog legs lots of times off the buffet at the Chinese restaurant. But I've also had them at not a seafood place. What do you call it? Like, it's catfish and frog legs and crawfish or crawdads or whatever you want to call them.
Tim.
She was.
Oh.
Bro Farms. If you fix raccoon properly, it's awesome. Since they wash their food, the meat is real good. That's funny.
Oh man. I'm just gonna
fried oysters.
Keep rolling past Tim's comments.
Now
here.
I don't know if I've had fried oysters. I've had fried clams. I like fried clams. Those are good.
Yeah, I like seafood. I just don't like squid and octopus and stuff like that. But I love shrimp. I love shrimp.
Calamari is fried squid, right? And I like that. That's good.
I don't like frog legs.
Oh, Ambi, girl, you gotta broaden your horizons. You've tried them though.
Do hot dogs count?
I like hot dogs. Yeah, there's a guy. He does a lot of keto videos. His name is Ken D. Berry, MD. He's a doctor. He's a general practice family physician, and he talks a lot about keto on YouTube. And the very first video I watched of his, I was like, I'm going to subscribe just because of this video. But he was talking about how if the best you can do for your keto diet, like the best you can afford is hot dogs and mustard, he said, then eat your hot dogs and mustard. And I said, I am subscribing to this guy just because he said that.
Yeah. Eat fish. Quit eating all the bait. I like that. And really, we were talking about homesteading and getting our garden going, and hopefully I get to go deer hunting again. But I really want to start fishing again and bringing some fresh fish.
Oh, that would be awesome.
But
I wear apron
find a place to fish.
Yeah. I wear apron says venison hot dogs are the best.
Really?
Never had one, but you have piqued my interest. Chaos and Grace, when you have crawdads, do you suck the head? I've only had them once, and I did, and I had an allergic reaction.
You had a alert. Yeah, I don't know if you should.
We hadn't been married that long.
Mm-mm.
We went to...
we were in Nashville.
We were at a Chinese buffet in Nashville, and I was like, I've always wanted to try this, and I'm willing to try stuff, and yeah, it didn't work out so well.
And I don't know if it was the crawdad or what they had cooked it in or what.
I have no
but
idea.
She had a reaction to it. But you eat seafood and everything else, so there's not really anything she's ever been allergic to, but she was allergic to that. She had a reaction big time.
Yeah. I also love sushi.
I don't.
Have you ever tried it?
I think so.
A lot of people think that sushi just means raw fish, and that is further from the truth.
Then it ain't sushi.
Yes, it is.
It's
Sushi is actually the technique of how they do the rice. Sushi does not mean raw fish.
Well, then I have had it then, because I've had those little rolls.
Yes, that is
Yeah,
sushi.
and I didn't like it.
Okay, I love it, especially with some ginger and soy sauce and wasabi. Yes, please.
Yeah, because I have had the little rolls where they said, "Oh, this isn't anything raw. This is actually cooked food inside of that." So I've eaten those. I didn't care much for them.
Yeah, yeah, and I like the crunchy. Was it the crunchy shrimp roll and the crunchy? What is the other one? Crab roll. And they got like that mayonnaise thing. Oh, and eel is really good. Eel is kind of sweet, and they have got that brown sauce with the sesame seeds on it. Just don't even get me started.
Don't think I want to eat an eel.
It's actually really good. They're hideous creatures, but they actually taste really good. Rich Tilton said, oyster dressing, Christmas tradition in our family, New England recipe. Jack's mom makes oyster dressing.
Yeah, she does. I don't know why, but she does. Not too many people eat it. There's a whole lot left over at the end too.
Yeah. Terry, no, they do not put raw fish in it. Not all of them. There are some where you might have raw tuna or raw salmon, but actually most of what you get, and it may be the Americanized version of sushi, but it's got like cream cheese and avocado and rice and cucumber in it or something like that, and it's really good. And then it's got the whatever that wrap is. I don't know what it's called, but it's delicious.
Tim's like, in October we'll take you to a sushi bar and Jack can stay at the hotel. Well, Jack will go find a big burger place.
Oh man,
big juicy burger.
I like burgers too. I wear aprons. Said waiting for archery season. We need more deer meat. We do too. We've got one package of deer meat left, and it's
our deep freeze
stew
is
meat.
empty. Oh my gosh, it's breaking my heart.
Yeah.
I really want to get another deer.
Hey, Andrea. Good afternoon. I guess it's good afternoon tomorrow where you are. She's in Australia. Wait a minute. I don't remember you telling me about venison bacon. What happened to my brain?
What?
But you're talking about all
Where's
this
that?
amazing deliciousness. I wear aprons. Do you have a video on that? Am I subscribed to you? I can't go to your channel yet. Do you make videos?
You got your phone right there.
I do have my phone. I know not everybody makes videos on their channels.
No.
And so sometimes when I find out that someone that's been following us has videos on their channel, I'm like, wait, what?
Yes, she says it's Tuesday here just
After midday. Wow. It's just crazy. Like you are in the future and you have no idea. Let's see. I wear apron.
venison bacon.
Oh,
Pure Living for Outdoors just
It's on
made it.
Facebook. What?
We
Venison
got
bacon.
some people just now showing up.
How would you even go about doing that? Like I'm just like mind blown.
So join in this conversation. Pure Living for Outdoors. We've been talking about strange and odd foods that you may have eaten.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about rattlesnake, pickled pig's feet.
Well, I'm subscribed.
They're
to your
talking
channel,
about
but I don't see
sushi
any
right
videos.
now.
Yeah, I like sushi.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Jack's mom and dad told us something that was really funny yesterday.
What'd they tell us?
They went to a buffet. No. They went to a what is the grill called? Mongolian grill? Is that what it is called? They went to one of those restaurants where they cook in front of you. They said there was this bowl of green stuff, and we didn't know what it was, but it looked good. So they put some on a spoon and took a big bite, and then I realized they were talking about wasabi, and I was like, oh no. She said there wasn't enough water in the world.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, so funny.
Oh man. Yeah, Pure Living's asked, go to Chick-fil-A and put mayonnaise on your straw. I don't get it.
What? Next time you go to Chick-fil-A, put mayonnaise on your straw, America. Well,
what? I mean,
what are you talking about?
What does that do?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay, so Pure Living for Outdoors said, how is keto going? I'm sure you talked about it, but I missed it. Yeah, and I've been really bad about not posting videos. So I am taking a short break.
Not because she wants to.
No, I don't want to. Trust me, because I can tell a difference between. I mean, you can even tell. Remember how like slim my face looked last week, and I was like, look at my jawline, and now I'm like, it's back. But no, we weren't able to get to Aldi this week.
Yeah, we didn't get our groceries like we planned on it.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make the grocery stretch for everybody, not just for me. So I'm eating carbs again, and I can tell like the inflammation is back, the tiredness is back, the brain fog is back.
You haven't been doing your bulletproof coffee either.
I haven't. Do you know why?
Because we don't have the ingredient.
My coffee pot died.
There was a bad.
I have the ingredients.
A bad morning in the house when the coffee pot quit working.
Yes.
That was Saturday, wasn't
That
it?
was Saturday. Saturday morning,
morning,
woke up, was trying to make coffee, and I'm like, why isn't the coffee coming out? And so we unplugged it. We plugged it back in. I said, well, maybe it's because I used filtered water, and there's not enough impurity. Yeah, because you know that sometimes if you don't have enough impurities in the water, it won't conduct the heat and it won't heat up. So I tipped the coffee pot over, poured it all out, and put tap water in it. Still nothing. And so then we had to do the cadence and toss it out.
Yeah. So we are currently without a coffee pot.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody was saying, because I posted about it on Facebook, and everybody was like, oh, you need a French press, you need a French press. And I said, I love the idea of French press coffee, but I'm lazy. And I want to be able to press a button,
push the button,
walk away, and let it do all the work. So I'm probably going tomorrow because someone gets paid. I got paid today. You get paid tomorrow. I'm getting a coffee pot tomorrow. Okay.
You know.
Thank you, Dad.
I'm okay with that.
Yes, because you are now a coffee drinker.
I know what you're like when you don't have your coffee.
Hey. No, that is not true.
Nah, you're fine.
See, this is me without coffee. I'm good.
She's good.
I just enjoy it so much.
But you still need it.
It
gets you going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bun is a good. My parents had a Bun coffee maker for years, and
those are workhorses.
Yeah, they are.
It's like the KitchenAid of coffee makers.
Yeah. I had PJR said I wouldn't be able to deal. Yeah. And that's the thing is like I had the one day where I had a caffeine headache, and now like I don't have.
Somebody is saying bullet coffee. Have I caught this in your videos?
Bulletproof coffee. It is.
Yeah, not bullet coffee.
Yeah, it's coffee with butter or coconut oil or both. Some people put MCT oil in it. A little bit of sugar-free sweetener, not artificial, because stevia is not artificial. It is it's from a plant. You can put cream in it if you like cream.
But why do they call it bulletproof?
I don't know. It sounds awesome though.
You don't know the history. You don't know.
I don't know.
Why?
No.
You should kind of investigate.
But it makes sense. Maybe because you feel bulletproof. Maybe.
I don't know.
But here's the ironic part though. When I started drinking bulletproof coffee, I was using Black Rifle coffee.
Yeah, the Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Making bulletproof coffee with Black Rifle coffee. I just thought it was cool.
Okay.
No, MCT, which stands for words that I can't pronounce, triglycerides or something. It's some kind of oil. I'm serious. Everyone knows not to talk to me before coffee. Have you seen there's coffee cups that have like the lines on it, and it says like at the top it says don't talk to me, not yet, almost there, and then at the very bottom it's like okay, now we're good, or something like that. I think that's really funny. Or also like no talkie before coffee. That's funny.
Bulletproof because of the bitter film on the top of her coffee from the butter.
From the butter. Maybe.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Yes, Black Rifle coffee is really good coffee.
It is. It is.
Love it.
You know, we've tried 3 different. I mean, they've got a dozen different kinds of coffee. I think most of their coffee beans all come from. Where do they come from? Aruba?
I don't remember.
Not Arabia.
You're thinking of Arabica beans,
Maybe.
but I think that's just not from because of where it comes from.
But no, they get really good beans.
Yeah.
But they have all these different brands. They have
the Freedom Blend,
the smooth, the dark roast, the light roast, the medium roast, and they call them all different names that relate to their veteran-owned company that have all served. So they've got their gunship coffee, and they've got their Freedom Blend, and their Silencer Smooth and stuff. And so we've tried 3 different ones, and
What's your favorite?
two I really liked, and 1 not so much.
This last one that we got.
The last one I didn't care for.
It was a little on the weaker side.
I really liked Silencer Smooth and Freedom Blend.
I think Silencer Smooth I probably like the most, but I have found that maybe it's because I'm getting older and my taste buds have changed, but I'm liking the more dark roasted coffees.
Yeah. So somebody's asking
Some of the
what does
medium roast I can't even
somebody's
taste.
asking what that coconut oil did for the coffee or
so,
the butter.
Well, the whole idea is that fat is good for you, and it makes you it satiates
night, guys.
you. It doesn't make you're not hungry. It's almost a meal in a cup, really. But the whole thing with plus it's got omega-6 fatty acid, which is very good for your brain. So it really helps with like mental clarity and everything.
We do not have a coffee bean grinder.
No, but let me tell you. What
When
was
you
I going to
buy
say?
the coffee maker tomorrow, look for it. They've got the hand grinders.
Well, we used the
you
bullet.
did. You
Our
used
NutriBullet.
the NutriBullet. Yeah. We did grind them because
now I was going to say.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, whenever you put your the oils in your coffee, you don't just want to stir it. I mean, you can, and I did that, and it's fine. But if you blend it, like if you have a NutriBullet or a blender, or even like a food processor or something where you can blend the fats into the coffee, it makes the coffee really thick and creamy, almost like a coffee house drink. It is. He didn't like it. I let him try mine. Of course, I don't put a lot of sweetener in mine.
It was
He didn't like it because
to me it wasn't sweet at all.
Thank
it was
you.
very what I call very bland. It had no flavor, no sweetness, so I didn't like it.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't put a lot of sweetener in mine, especially like once you get off sugar, everything like flavors are enhanced, so you don't need as much
Yeah,
sweetener.
my gardener showed up.
What's up, Luke?
Hey, Luke.
Thank you, Delilah. She wrote down what the acronym MCT stands for. It's medium chain triglycerides. Thank you.
Yes, God, those triglycerides.
Yeah, but it's really, really delicious. Okay, so keto is looking good on you guys, really good. I couldn't ever do it, but not everyone's bodies are the same. That is very true.
Definitely stay tuned because she's going to start meal planning.
Meal prepping.
Meal prepping. I'm sorry. Meal prepping some meals for me so I can take to work, and I'm going to start the keto challenge.
Yes. Which I really want you to watch some Keto Connect videos because they talk about the science, and so it makes the diet make sense.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I want to try something.
Yeah, and I mean, I truly have not felt well.
If I can
not
lose a
today.
few pounds plus gain energy, I'm all for that.
But I have felt so much better. Like my energy, and I mean, y'all, I've been taking supplements for years trying to feel as good as I did on keto. I mean, I've been taking iron, I've been taking B12, and I mean, those are things that I need anyway. But I mean, I've been taking them for years and only feeling a little bit better. But man, I feel so much better. In the house, aw. Yes, actually, Wildcat Sam was promoting your sale earlier. I thought that was really cool of him to do. Bulletproof probably means you get all the fat in the coffee first thing, so you are up for anything after that. And that's probably true.
And then he said, I'm just probably making that up.
Let's see. What is your secret for a no-buy week, Tangi? I need your wisdom. We are on day 2 and struggling. Well, it's funny. Okay, so Luke told me that he and Cindy are doing a no-spend week, which is awesome.
Okay.
And so he was asking me if we had ever done it, and I said yes.
Yeah.
A lot when you don't have any money to spend. It's really easy.
Yeah, we kind of did it out of necessity.
Yeah. No, we don't plan to do it. Just, I mean, y'all know how it is. I mean, there's just some weeks where it's like, don't spend any money.
Well,
this
sometimes
week.
life happens, and you're like, man, we just blew our budget. We can't buy anything next week.
Yeah, or like you have something unexpected, like an electrical thing, and anyway,
we got very creative with leftovers in the cabinet.
Mm-hmm.
We just found out what we could throw together and make do of it.
Right.
I don't know if there was a secret to it.
No, I mean, it's just, I think the main thing is, just first of all, okay, when it comes to the food thing, one thing that we learned from the low spend month is take inventory of what you have and meal plan with what you already have. So that makes it a lot easier. Now, with having a baby in the house, I'm assuming that you're still spending money on diapers. And I'm sure you have to buy gas and things like that. But
well, we did too. We still had to buy gas.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But no. There's like no going out to eat. No, I don't know.
We didn't do a grocery thing. We didn't go to the grocery. We still had to buy gas, and we still. There's something else we still got.
There's Joe Brown. Just got back from Dr. Yeakel's evening program. Excited to see the return of Jackie's caving program next year. Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
I really enjoy the evening programs.
Yep. Okay, so Ambi said, what is keto if you could define it? So the ketosis diet is getting your body into basically, if again, I'm still new at this, but it's basically getting your body into a fat burning state. You're constantly burning fat, and you're eating a diet that boosts your body, or I think the best way to say it is the way Dr. Ken D. Berry said it. It's like you're basically hacking into your body's fat burning process. And you're boosting it. So you eat foods. It's a high fat.
Good night, Tim.
Mediate. What is the word I'm looking?
Protein.
Yes, medium. I don't know. See again, brain fog. A medium amount of protein and low carb. There is a formula to figuring out how much you yourself need to consume to become.
Well, Delilah Miller just
ketosis.
It's high fat, low carb.
Run off ketones instead of glucose. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I don't know if you keto lovers have ever looked into the Trim Healthy Mama diet, but it's really not that far off. The one thing with Trim Healthy Mama is there is a time to have carbs, but you don't have fat with it because your body, you burn off, is it carbs before fat? And then by the time you burn through your carbs, your fat goes into storage. So it's just knowing when to eat what. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's really interesting.
I think that's my problem. I'm looking forward to at least trying this to see if it makes a change, because my problem is I burn a ton of calories every day, and I don't really eat a whole lot of junk food or sweets and stuff like that, but I'm probably eating the wrong foods at the wrong time. So by the time I burn all those calories, it's still storing a bunch of stuff. So
Yeah, you have a very carb heavy diet. Hey Earth One, I know you. What time do we eat dinner? Well, it really depends on his work schedule. We try to eat dinner together as a family. So there's some nights where we'll have dinner at 5:30, and then there's some nights where we won't have dinner until
7
or 8 sometimes.
I'm usually home by 7 or 7:30.
7:30, yeah. So.
But sometimes I'm home by 5. So.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have set hour. I don't work the same 8 to 5 every day. It varies a lot.
Let's see. Pure Living said, one thing about keto that I loved is the fact that I was never hungry after I was on it for a while. I had to make myself eat. Yeah. And that was one thing that I noticed too, is that you really, because the amount of fat that you eat, you stay satisfied. And so you really don't eat as much. M.I. Garner says carbs equals turns to fat, to protein, to body fat.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night,
Carol said good night. Okay, good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. But yeah, just do your research. I highly recommend Keto Connect. I highly recommend Ken, K-E-N-D Berry, M.D. He, like I said, he's a family physician and he talks highly about keto. Who else? Anyway, they're the ones that talk a lot about the science of and the biology behind the keto diet, and I've learned a lot by watching them, and of course they also have Keto Connect has a lot of really great recipes. Yeah.
So really, if you're still confused about it, go check out that doctor channel,
right,
and let them explain it, because maybe we're not doing a good job of explaining it.
Yes.
But they can get in more to the science and how it hacks your body and makes your body start burning the fat that it needs to burn.
Right. Ambi, it is not a high meat diet. Not if it is done correctly, and that is a what's the word? A myth or a misunderstanding about the keto diet. It's a high fat diet as opposed to a high protein diet.
Okay.
So.
Well, we have.
I know we are way over.
Yeah, we've gone an hour and a half. We've gone probably about 30 minutes more. Well, we've gone about 30 minutes longer than what we normally do.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap this up so we can put the kids to bed and get some stuff done to get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
She's got to go buy a coffee maker.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Hopefully next Monday we will join you guys again.
Yep.
She has several videos prepared to share.
I just gotta get them up.
I am very excited now about starting
Keto.
this. Starting the keto. The keto.
Yeah, I think you'll do really well on it once you get over
the ketosis.
The breaking up with carbs, which I actually transitioned really well.
It's hard to do.
But the food is so good though.
Well,
you won't really miss it.
But
your body will. Your body's going to go, hey, wait a minute, where's the sugar and the carbs? But again,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to try this, and if it works, like everybody is saying it does work, then I'm going to be very pleasantly surprised and happy. Yeah. Well, it worked with you.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Let's see.
Mike.
A few more comments real quick. Good night, Luke. Yeah, good night, guys.
Mr. Mike. Yeah, you have to put the chips away. Sorry.
Yeah. I can't have chips? No chips and salsa?
Or popcorn.
Appearance.
Gosh. Well, we'll try it. That's all I can say. I'm going to give it a shot.
Yep.
Before.
You want to close us out, Parker? We're getting ready to go off here.
Well, what I was going to say before I left last time, hit the like button.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I like watching it go
we're wrapping it up. You want to end our show for us?
Sure.
All right. Well, sign us off.
Bye.
That's it. All right.
All
Well,
right.
thanks for watching, guys. Check out our videos this week, and we'll talk to you later.